click on this document.
Yeah. Each reader should be.
It's telling me about it.
Yes, accept. Yeah. Hold on. We have to get it. Wait, can you grab a copy from... Who here does it? Who wants it? Okay, grab Wakefield's copy and make 2 of them and the room 4 copier. Thanks. Alright guys, so...
Okay, it's telling me to set up how do I set this?
Accessibility. Use recommended. Okay, go up. Is it reading it out loud?
Yeah, how do I get
Okay, so go up. Go up.
Is this saying...
Import. Shit. Okay, move down to the bottom and cancel. Up top. To the right. And down. There you go. Alright, that should read the article. Zoom out for me. Alright, here's what we do. Let's try. Take something out. Okay, now we'll read this. Alright, go ahead. Now how do we start reading? Oh, because I didn't take it off there. Alright. Anyway.
It's not reading.
It's not reading in this?
I was about to do RCA. Let's see what happens. Okay. And why doesn't it read line by line?
It is reading line by line. Just the format's weird. Alright, can you pause the meeting? Okay, pause it. We can do it before we watch. Alright, guys! Glad to see you again. Everyone have a good break?
Not really.
No? I'm ashamed about that. Alright, well, let me remedy what I can. This announcement ideally was supposed to come before I handed out the article, but as you can tell, I'm a little bit off the ball today, which is both painful and interesting. So, here's what we're doing with this article. This is a little bit of a test of your ability to analyze, form opinions, collect facts, data. So when you're going through this, if you have a pen and pencil to hand, or a pen and paper to hand, heard that. Write down 5 things you learned. It can be a figure, like how many people are currently in the cemetery, where the cemetery is, etc. I'll wait till the facial expression changes. Okay, well, that didn't happen. Anyway, so you're collecting little bits of data. This is stuff that you want to remember because we're going to talk about this as a class. I've read this like 5 times, so what's going to happen when we're all done, when we've all reached a conclusion, we're going to have a talk about this. And I expect you guys to be thorough and be able to back it up. So this is as much an exercise in note-taking and analysis as it is in reading. For those of you using computers to read it, to have it read to you, feel free to either write it down afterwards in a Word document or store it up here. So yeah, 3 to 5 things, but I'm going to say 5. There's really no reason for you to have less than 5. This is a rather morbid but interesting subject. Okay, who here can tell me what the word morbid means?
Death. Bad.
No. Strike 1, strike 2, strike 3.
Death. Gross.
Yes, related to death or pertaining to death. Yeah, you can tell the prefix "more" is usually associated with death. Well, this is an article about a graveyard, guys. Come on. So yes, it's a bit morbid, but it gets your attention and holds it, hopefully. Anyway, get 5 things, write them down, discuss them as a group. We'll go over your homework later, which is a somewhat interesting variant of this. Any questions?
Okay, wait, so after we listen and read the article, we gotta write like 5 things like the interpretation of it?
Not interpretation, just facts, data. 3 to 5 things you learned.
Oh,
Like, just to clarify and to get some really cheap shots out of the way, writing down this takes place in Los Angeles is not something you learned. Well, yes, you did learn it. It's not relevant to the story in particular. Like, this could have happened anywhere. Okay, so, but however, this article documents a Los Angeles woman Los Angeles, is that how you say it? It's Los Angeles? Okay. This article documents a woman's increasing desire to give honor to the newly dead by forming her own cemetery is, for example, something you learn. It takes place in Los Angeles is not enough. You got me? Good. Basically, it's an attempt to get out of the, all those vegetables on that plate might, have to be off it, and you fulfill that end of the bargain by feeding it to the dog. See, they're off the plate. Technically, I followed my word. Don't do that. I can tell when you're doing that. Yes, Tim?
I mean, did you see the article in the email?
Yeah, it's attached, and I'll help you with that. Everyone else clear? Do you want me to shut up and let you keep reading?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the spirit! Sorry, I'm happy about that. Alright guys, when you get to the middle of page 2, that is the 4th paragraph down, stop and we'll have a pause, okay? Middle of page 2, 4th paragraph down.
Stop there.
Stop there and reread to make sure you got everything. Then we're going to discuss a little bit of it as a class, okay? Yeah. If you stop here, that's fine. So reread, make notes on this. Feel free to scribble on the article if you want, because this is your article now. I'm gonna help Tim. It's there. Watch.
Yeah, ATL.
Okay, good. the distress sound I just heard?
It's a barbershop.
Yeah, I know, seriously. Scheiße.
Sean,
Yo.
should I highlight the rest of it? To finish reading I guess the content that was highlighted.
Take a pause. I think I highlighted the first two parts. Yeah. Alright. Hold on, guys. Pause. Who here's on the second page? Who here passed the second page? Alright. Who here wants to pause and talk? Wow. We got one brave person, two brave people. Alright, well, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to do it anyway. Alright, guys. Good news, I didn't pick this article. Bad news, you still had to read part of it anyway. Alright, so everyone look up from your work, if you'd be so kind. Alright. Who here wants to give me a general overview of what they've learned so far? Tim.
This I learned that choose the cemetery for babies that been discarded, thrown in the trash, and abandoned.
Yep.
And I guess you can give them a proper burial, respect, care.
Yeah, that's right. Anyone want to add anything to that? Robert.
What I read up to the second page of paragraph was the fact that in the story it tells of how children are mistreated, not put up, and just outright murdered, whatever the case may be, discarded. And this person, having heard a story on TV, it touched risked her life in a way that she felt concerned and compelled herself to give these children a last rites, or just the idea that with the way that they came about on the news or however they were discovered, it was just as though nobody cared anything about it. And she took up the cause from what I've read so far is to put a voice and a message behind the child's existence that they just wasn't like a piece of paper that was thrown away, that they meant something to people in life.
Right.
And if they didn't mean anything to the people that just slaughtered or killed or murdered them, it did something to put enlightenment in society, to try to change the way that people perceive how children should be treated, or another human life should be concerned about.
Dealt with. Yes. Hold on. Sheila, you had something to say?
I especially
Wait.
appreciate how she could up the ritual of washing and bathing each individual child, and how she paid special attention to detail, to rub their little hands and toes before saying his prayer, before she wrapped the little bodies up in the receiving blanket and added in a torch and a cord before placing them in the casket. So I especially appreciated that, and I remember reading something to this effect some years back
Yeah.
in the paper and on the news, how she went that extra mile.
It's one of the small perks of being in an interconnected world where you can just hear about something third hand from a television and decide to do your own thing about it. All right. Anyone else? Wakefield? Good analysis.
Topping off what everybody else is saying, it's a shame to know that it took the investigators 30 days to investigate the baby had to slip. You know what I mean? And the board or whoever it said it for all that time to be investigated to try to find out where the baby came from. And it took 30 days before they gave him the whole kit. And I look at that as like, you got some sick individuals out here. But there's always a way you can get around. You don't want the baby is, I mean, you don't never know what the person that's going through that had the baby. But just to disregard their life and whatnot, just going around like a rag. It's really touching. I mean, that's not, I just lost my oldest brother yesterday. I got home from that snowstorm, day for this. And when I got home from that snowstorm, my aunt called me, said my sister called me, my brother just died. So, he fortunately has somebody to benefit. You know, these babies, they didn't have a chance. Even like she said, they didn't have a moment in this world. If they had a moment in this world, not to be disregarded.
Right. All right. So, a couple things we're going to address before we continue on our merry way. Well, not so merry after we so. Ms. Etta and Lakeisha, can you do me a favor? Can you roll over here? We're going to be using this board for vocabulary. I'm going to leave a question for you guys. I want you to think about it very analytically, dispassionately. And you can feel free to answer at any point, but preferably wait until around the end of the class. Why do you think that Janet Fiore gave me this article to give to you guys to read as the first article you read in reading class outside of Ace Reader? Why do you think it's this particular article? But don't rush to conclusions. Don't say just because. Think. Why would this be the first one? No. Part of thinking is waiting. And God knows that, everyone in this room has done their fair share of waiting. But just wait 20 minutes and think about it while we go through some vocab from this. Alright? So, anyone here tell me what the word solemn means? Solemn. S-O-L-E-M-N. Wait, can I down the board, please? She was in the first line. Hans. Robert. Yeah, solemn.
My definition of solemn would be direct or committed. Being committed to something.
That's not entirely wrong. That's a lot of the connotations with solemn. Wakefield?
That's truth. More like the truth, because they even say when you go forth, when you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give up is true, which is the best of your mouth.
Right. Wakefield?
Solemnly swear. We call a comedian solemn. Oh, okay. Not exactly. No, it's the opposite of solemn. Like serious.
Right. So, grave, serious, or profound. It's something that is technically profound as well.
Profound deep.
Yeah, deep, profound. It's not simply serious. It goes to a deeper level.
Top notch is something. Tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help.
Yeah.
You're in court. It's serious.
Yeah, it's real
It's not time for joking.
Real serious.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So everyone got that. That was in the first line of this. The first line of this article. Well, not the first line. First paragraph. Sorry. You're going to do a lot with this sort when we give articles like this, or when we get to talking about your homework, assigning you to pick out articles. You're going to do a lot of vocabulary gathering through context. Anyone here remember what context was? I gave a whole big spiel about it on the first day. Hands. Miss Gloria, what's up? What's the definition of context? The big picture? Yeah, that's about right, actually. Context is the larger picture in which a word is used. So, anyone here want to go to the first page and read the sentence with solemn in it? Just make sure you get it. Any volunteers? Dale.
He has conducted a solemn performance in steps of Los Angeles County Court.
Good. So, if you didn't have a dictionary handy and you didn't have anyone to ask handy, you probably would have figured out that solemn meant serious, right? Just from reading that sentence. You're awfully quiet. It makes me nervous when you guys are quiet.
Say righteous again and again.
Right.
Gone over and over and over.
It's a coroner's office. It's not going to be funny or
It's not
light.
bursting with firecrackers,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's going to be serious.
The way the whole story started off, he wouldn't make you like open your eyes. You know, like, look, what you get ready to read is something serious. You know, get ready to might change your whole life. You know?
It's the book.
Yeah. Okay, so picking up words through context is a huge part of the benefit of reading. And so when you pick out your own articles, I always find that when I'm reading something, I find a word I don't know, or if I was questioned about it, I wouldn't be so fast on the draw. And I keep a little ledger of just words that I should probably, brush up on. It's just either in the margins, you can write on the sides, or on a bit of paper, or on Microsoft Word, and keep it there. Look it up on dictionary.com. It's the easiest thing in the world. It's also a really quick way to grow your vocabulary, as if they were proper. Anyone else run across any words that they had?
You look vocabulary.com?
No, dictionary.com.
Very good.
Well, yeah. If you have a computer, you probably have dictionary.com.
Oh, about dictionary.com.
But yes. Alright, so I'm just wondering, did anyone do that step that I just mentioned before I even mentioned it? That is, write down words they weren't familiar with? Well, while they were reading this? No? Okay, then we'll use mine. For now. We won't do it every single time. So, anyone here know what a lobbyist is?
Lobbyists?
A lobbyist. What you got, Sheila?
They go to Capitol Hill during election time and they rally for the person who they're representing.
That's part of what they do, yes. Mr. Bryant.
I believe that a lobbyist is a person that forms an idea or takes some current event that has been a problem and to bring it out into the open for a discussion or a public forum, something to change the idea or create an idea that that person has that would benefit or at least explain the problem.
Right. To tone that down word-wise, right. The dictionary definition is a person who tries to influence legislation on behalf of a special interest. So, in this context, that would be Ferris, the woman that they're talking about. She's an advocate for, dead children, right? That's her interest that she wants advanced. She wants rules and structure put in place to govern with, this problem. Another word that's really good to use and does not have as many political trappings, I guess is the right word, is advocate. Like, anyone here ever hear the phrase, you have to be your own advocate, or the phrase devil's advocate? That means speaker for. So if you say she's an advocate for deceased children, that means she, speaks for them because they can't. So we're going to write lobbyist, advocate, speaker for. I'm sorry to give you such an article on such a great day, but some things can't be helped.
It's going out in snow.
See, I would debate you on that one, but not for very long because you.
So we're not going to the library?
No, decided to do this instead. It's too much of a risk with the streets so slippery, and I don't want to have to file that. I broke my own hip while I was spinning around in the ice. You might not think this of me, but I'm really quite cautious. All right, so that's sarcasm, folks. God, you guys are really. This is either a really downer article, or I'm just really bad at getting your attention. What's that?
The vocabulary words you mentioned now, are they in the article?
Yeah, I'm taking them from the article, because you might not know them when you're reading them, and you figure them out using contextual logic.
Okay.
You see? Like you had it read to you, and you sort of figure it out based on what the sentence says, but you might not know the exact definition. Or you know the exact definition, in which case this is just a review. In which case, if it's a review, try not to look bored, stick your hand up and hope for the best. But especially try not to look bored.
So you writing these on the board or something?
Yes, but they're also in a document that will be sent to you that you can read. I've already got that on my Word document. We're just putting it up on the board for the people who write it down. Okay? So, next one. This one is a weird one. I don't particularly care for this word, but untoward. Anyone can tell me what the word untoward means? There's a sea of no hands being raised. Muhammad.
Untoward means against her.
Against her? Right. So anything, illegal, suspicious, shady, immoral, something like that. Everyone get what untoward means?
Yes, I've never seen that word used before this article. But
Yeah.
you can tell from context, okay, they're looking for anything that's wrong with her. Any reason like, oh, we shouldn't be, letting this woman do this.
Right.
See, that's an untoward person, like, forget a shady
A
person.
suspicious person. Yeah, okay.
Okay, it wouldn't work that way, but yes, I guess you could sort of warp the sentence around that word if you wanted to.
When you first look at the word, you think of the opposite.
Yeah. Not toward, but toward means presentable. Like you're moving towards your goal, so untoward is
Yeah, this is back.
counterproductive.
So something wrong with the saying that you got to see why 30 days to investigate.
Yeah.
So 30 days to investigate to see what's going on. If she's
Right.
shady
A
or
background check.
in her background,
What's that?
and stop it from going.
Tim, don't worry about this. I'm sending you the sheet
Okay,
on your email. So you can see it.
okay.
All right, so everyone got that one? Good. Untoward, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I'm going to throw you guys an easy one, just to make sure you're still awake, you're still with me. Oasis. Anyone here tell me what oasis means?
What's it?
O-A-S-I-S. Muhammad, are you on hot streak?
Oh yes. What's this in the place? Where the regard of being
Right. A refuge in the place.
in the desert.
Yeah.
In the wilderness.
Yeah, that's right. It is. So, you know, in the way they're using oasis in the article is to describe the place where she eventually set up her pet cemetery. Like, ever around it is, you know, swept by the wind and, you know, charred a little. And she finds this nice little green hill, so it's an oasis in the middle of the desert. So, a safe place in the midst of danger or inhospitable landscape. Yeah, there we go.
Getting it.
Basically a paradise. There we go.
Getting it.
Paradise.
That's how the whole city of Las Vegas.
And that's the debate begins.
It's a desert till they came in and cultivated, put all the water and stuff. You go there now. Shit.
The New Orleans was a swamp. Still is. All right. Guys, what do you think? Should I throw you a softball or a curveball?
Whatever ball you throw, man, we gonna catch it anyway.
I'm going to pretend democracy because it's funnier that way.
Oh, softball.
All right, softball. Okay. All right, I'm pretty sure that 9/10 of you know this, but what does the word cremated mean?
Burnt up.
Why do I even bother with the hand rule? Yeah, to burn something into ash.
Burnt up, cremated.
Commonly used to dispose of bodies. Well, you know, I had to throw them an easy one. Everyone knows that word. It's unpleasant, but they know.
I know that somebody got cremated or I said, well, you know, burnt them up. That's cheap, burn them up.
It takes a great deal of fuel to do it, so it's not as economical as some things.
It's nasty looking. It's nasty looking.
It's not a pleasant process.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to be there and see somebody.
I've been there and seen it.
Anyway, moving on. Going with the fire theme. What does parched mean? Yeah, basically. Devoid of water, dry, thirsty. Like if you refer to the parched landscape, you're not going to imagine a rainforest or an ocean, right? You're going to imagine a desert, you know, cliffs, crags, all that sort of
Trees
stuff.
with no leaves.
Yeah.
Bushes, nothing.
Good. I'm going to...
Yeah, Timothy just said, I'm parched. That's a common thing. When you're very thirsty, you can say, yeah, are you thirsty? Oh my God, I'm parched.
Dry.
Right.
Very,
Your throat's like the inside of a
well,
desert.
really fancy people.
I am.
I'll get my monocle and then I'll say I'm parched all over the
I'm
place. It'll be
parched.
great.
You give me a diet.
Keisha, we need you to shout the next one.
Very elegant but not nice.
Yes, yes. All right, Lakeisha, what does resolve mean? You understand the first thing you do.
When you solve the problem.
No, resolve.
It's
Not
a
resolve.
noun. It's a noun or a verb?
Like my resolve was doubled after, you know, they told me I couldn't do it.
Okay, so it's a noun.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a noun.
So resolve.
How about I resolve you two bring the organ over me?
Hold on, I called on Lakeisha.
Stop.
That's a different use of the word. Like if you're resolving a problem with your landlady, that's solving the problem. But to have resolve is different. Anyone else want to take a crack at this? I've gotten like 4. In a minute. Ella.
5 piece.
Close, but not quite.
Concern?
Nope.
Termination.
Determination. So if you have a heroic amount of resolve, that means that you have a lot of willpower. You want to get things done.
You're not going to say no.
Right. Right. So if Mr. Wakefield said, I have very high resolve, I'm not going to back down from this, that means he's not going to give up, that means he has grit, fire, whatever else you want to say.
Yeah, and if, for those of you who are having trouble with Ace Reader, okay, you need resolve, okay, to keep practicing, okay, and get it right.
Nice plug. Up top.
Yeah, bud.
Sorry, that was incredibly lame. But it made my day.
You're running out of room over here.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You're running out of room in that door. So you have to take it to the front.
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Don't engage.
That's Liberty Resources, man. Those people are territorial.
You knocked that one into the water.
Okay, yeah, let me go. 'Cause you might-
All right, so we'll just take a second for everyone to catch up on their notes on this.
Do you want to move over to that board?
Yeah.
Well,
All
it's
right.
board
No.
space.
I think we're gonna wait, make sure everyone has it, and then erase and keep going.
How about you guys in the back? Can you read what I've written? Is it too small or is it big enough? Okay, good.
Hey. Yo, what's up? Walter. All right. Everyone caught up? Oh, we need some
Wait.
Wait, can you hold this one for
Sure. What's our next one? Let's see. We're going off the program a little bit. How about you guys? What's part of your list? What are some words that you read that you were like, huh? What does this mean? Let's take a look. Yeah, what words did you not understand? We've got Charlie's list. Let's break away from Charlie's list. What's your list? Yes.
I didn't understand Eucapia. That's California. It's a city, I guess.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, that's a, yeah, I don't even know how to say that. Yucaipa, I guess. Not sure. But yeah, that's the name of a city. Yeah. Not sure. Anyone know California?
That's a state.
Well, yeah. But know where Yucaipa is? No? All right.
Never heard of.
Yeah, me neither. It's a city, though. Are there any other words?
Some of us had
Communal.
Is
That shared?
Uh-huh. Very good. Yes, communal. Yeah, sure. Good. Can anyone think of an example? Okay, so communal means shared. Who can think of an example of something that is shared that is communal?
Property.
An apartment, yeah, it can be communal. Okay, so if you're living with like a roommate or your family or something like that, what else? Property, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Back in like the 60s and the 70s, a lot of hippies like to leave society and go on to a commune, which is basically a communal property. Okay. Yes. Wait.
This here we're talking about a primal cord.
A primal what?
Primal cord. You struck the primal cord.
What paragraph are you on?
Oh, I'm sorry, you ain't get to that page. That's on the third page.
Oh, the third page.
Yeah.
Okay, which
At
paragraph?
the bottom, the first paragraph. Last sentence.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's see. And the Dove Lady donated her services permanently to strike a primal chord. Okay, so to strike a chord. Okay, so yeah, this is a phrase, okay? It's an expression. It doesn't literally mean, you know, like to strike a chord. Like if you ever play guitar, okay, that's a chord. But this is more figurative. It's not literal. What does that mean? If something really strikes a chord with you?
It really stands out.
It hit a nerve, okay? Or it really spoke to you. It impacted you. Yeah?
Get your attention.
It got your attention. Good. It affected you. Okay? It made you feel something. Strike a chord, effect. So in this context, let's see. Yeah, okay, so high school students volunteered to help graveside paintings. The Dove Lady donated her services permanently. Yeah, this is someone who's been affected. I feel very strongly, so I'm going to dedicate, I'm going to show some resolve, okay, and give my services forever.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Is this really true?
Apparently.
Yeah, I wish it weren't, but yeah, actually, yeah. But there's this lady who's doing something, these, to sort of go off of what Mr. Bryan was saying. Yeah, a lot of people, they weren't showing these little kids respect in life. At least someone can show them some respect in death.
I remember there was a baby out of the car. I remember hearing that on the news some time back.
It's horrible. But now, yeah, it's striking a chord with you. It's making you feel.
It's resonating.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cynic.
Cynic.
Ooh, it's a fun word. I personally enjoy it. Brian, anyone else besides Robert on the shot at it?
Oh, no. We talk about a word now.
Oh, yeah.
Cynic.
Cynic. C-Y-N-I-C.
Is everyone okay if I erase this? We're good? Cynic.
I think that one to get a shot at it.
Have a go.
A cynic, to me, is a person that's opinionated and they want to get their point across.
No. Swings, but not quite in it.
Is it foul tip?
He's
got a lot of opinions, definitely.
Yeah. Wakefield, what do you got for it?
I think it means convincing. Because the way that he's talking about it, it really touched them that somebody was doing what he was doing. But a person like him that grew up hard and Green Beret and Vietnam and all that stuff, that made him feel some kind of way about like that. Made him want to resolve and be a part of something.
Okay.
You didn't get that part yet? Oh, that's
Well, it's in his background.
Not quite.
Not quite.
But war can make a cynic out of you when you become enlightened to something, and then later on you experience something similar. Oh, great! This means we're going to war again.
Right. So,
Seeing a baby in the trash.
to cut off any further speculation, a cynic is someone who is, I don't want to use the word bitter, but jaded. He's believes that they've seen it all before. Like if you handed a cynic a pastry, he would say, okay, what's your motivation for giving this to me? It doesn't help you any.
Is something behind? He's suspicious.
And then suspicious and bitter a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you don't believe people are truly good at their core,
So how would you
which may be valid, but it's often used as a
So you're walking the streets of Philadelphia.
not necessarily so. That's why there's conversations.
Someone walks up to you and starts talking with you. If you're a cynic, you're thinking, oh, this person wants something from me. Or this person's trying to do something, or trying to rob me, or take me, or get me to join a cult or something. And it's based on, something you've experienced in the past, you've seen before, and it will make you think in the future, like, oh, this person's probably up to no good. Whereas it might be someone who's just asking for directions. It could be totally innocent, but you expect, oh, great, this person's trying to...
Expecting the
use
worst.
me. Yeah, expecting the worst.
You know, when I do things, I do them to show Christian love. I do them from the heart. And I do them to show Christian love. And it's nothing behind it, and I don't ask for anything in return, so I beg to differ.
Yeah, I said it's the opposite of whatever the situation is. You understand what I'm saying? you could be coming one way, another person could be going another. Like the belief, you believe in Christian, somebody else can believe in something else.
Yeah,
So
you're seeing-
whatever the situation is, it's the opposite of the thought.
You're seeing the most optimistic, the good in everyone, right?
Because no
Yeah.
matter what a person does, because I was raised to think and believe that no matter what how a person's lived their life, no matter what they've done in their
There's
life,
good in them.
there's some good in everybody somewhere.
But a cynic's always thinking, oh, this person has an angle. There's always something that they're trying to do over you. That's a cynic. You're not a cynic. You're an optimist. But other people are more negative.
Ken, what's up?
What would I be with? I mean, I have walked down the street in Harlem, and sometimes you see people that approach you, they're on the street. When they approach you, they want to say, look, I don't have nothing. And then sometimes they see you with a child. And you can say, oh my goodness, they see you with a child. They put little babies and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
It's just basically their own person.
All right, I think that's. How many vocab words left? About a dozen, right? Give or take. All right, good. I think that's enough for now, vocab-wise. We're gonna keep doing this with articles, though. Okay, here's the good news. Good news, it's 20 minutes till you guys are out of here. The bad news is it's still 20 minutes till you guys are out of here, so I'm going to give you your homework.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, you get homework. Second day, we're breaking up big guns. Oh, come on, I heard it. Dude, it's homework, it's great. It means you get to practice. You have something to look forward to.
Can I get the article?
Yeah,
I never got
yeah, you can print it from there and it'll come out to your home.
I was asking if you
Another copy?
that you do not need it.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, she has that little tool. Okay. So yeah, there you go. No problem. All right, guys. So your homework, as you can see on the board, is the top news story of any day. Read and write down 3 to 5 things you learned from it. Eh?
What? I'm lost.
Okay.
Slow down, Manana. Yeah.
All right. Halt. Everyone take a deep breath. We are done with this article, for the most part. If you still have those 3 to 5 things you wrote down, great. If you have the vocabulary and you remember it, even better. I will be proud of you. I'll give you a high five. Right now we're moving on to what you can do between now and next Tuesday to keep your skills sharp. Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. As you can see, a little bit early for that, but okay.
Thank you.
That's okay, go ahead. Keep doing it. We've already started.
I gotta keep it moving.
Alright, fine. Alright, so the homework is this. Using any valid source of information. For example, if you read the Metro, if you subscribe to the Inquirer, New York Times, if you want to use the internet, go to CNN, NBC, whatever. Find an article that interests you. Okay? Print it out, read it, and write down 3 to 5 things you learned, along with vocabulary that you don't know. Alright? Because what's going to happen, we're going to shake things up a bit next class. You're going to move into groups of, how many people are in this class? 2, 4, 6,
Never know. You
8,
never know how many people.
Yeah.
10, 12, 14, 16, 17 people. About. We're missing 2, so that's up to 19. Groups of about 4, 3 to 4. You're going to meet. You're going to bring your article with you, and you're going to talk with your compatriots about it. Discuss what you learned. Bring up any new vocabulary, and then we're going to all talk as a group. Does that sound more interesting than Ace Reader? Good! One thing reading is supposed to do is encourage discussion and rational thought. Or irrational thought, which can lead to more interesting things. It's still got 15 minutes on the clock.
Excuse me?
We still got 15 minutes on the clock. Dude, do you realize what Janet would do to me if I kicked you guys out 15 minutes early? Removing my fingernails would just be the first step. Okay, so everyone clear on their homework?
Oh,
No?
wait, the book.
Oh, I'll deal with the book in a second. Alright, so, Muhammad. Using either the Metro, New York Metro, Inquirer, find a newspaper, doesn't matter what format, and find an article you like between now and next Tuesday. Cut out the article, print out the article, whatever. Read it, write down some notes, things you thought were interesting, things you learned, vocabulary you didn't know and what it means, stuff like that. Okay? And then you're going to bring it into class next week. And we're going to split up into small groups and discuss. Wade and I are doing this too. So you can't exactly just curl up into small groups and discuss your weekends. Which is cool. You can still do that. Just not during class. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, sure. Although I will set a bit of a arbitrary limit. Guys, don't use tabloid magazines. If you or a magazine that deals with celebrities or Elvis Presley shot JFK and is a Martian spy. Okay, we're pretty sure that's actually not true. So don't bring in wildly improbable things. Okay?
Gotcha. Anything else, Paul?
Besides, just do one last drill on East Reader and then get out of here. Yes, hold it. Guys, so are there any questions about this assignment? There are going to be 3 parts. You need to bring in the hard copy, you need to bring in your notes, and you need to bring in a list of words you didn't know, along with their definitions. So 3 parts. If you're missing even one of them, prepare to get the eyebrow, which is...
You don't want the eyebrow.
No, the eyebrow is down. What?
Scamming.
Oh yes, I terrify all of you grown adults with much superior life experience. As for the tipping point, you will be assigned chapters to read on specific weeks. For now, hold on to it. Do not lose it.
What's that?
Yes, hold on to it. We'll assign you chapters when we read them on a week-by-week basis. And then we're going to talk about what we learned in the chapter, all that sort of thing. But for now, we're not assigning you a chapter. It's just sort of there for you to get used to it. If you want to start reading it, great. If you don't want to start reading it, even better. If you want a fresh start, smart man. We have to get CVs for, so don't worry about it. Right.
I would only have to be able to use it here because it's something I was saying if I start reading it, I have to do it here.
Okay. So do you want to hold this for you?
Oh, boy.
Okay. So I'll hold this for you? Alright, cool. We'll see what we can do with hooking up with a CD player. We'll see what we can do about hooking up with a cheap CD player that will play this. So you can listen to it wherever. No one heard that. Alright, everyone clear? Any questions? Besides, get out of my way.
No, we cannot get out your way yet.
Oh, no. I was talking about Miss Sheila gesturing me out of the way of the board. Sorry, no. So, open up, do Ace Reader one more time. We got about 5 more minutes to kill. If you're logged off already, then take a look at the tipping point. Occupy yourself for 5 more minutes, and I'll see you Tuesday, okay? What's up, Robert?
What was the book?
I'm leaving.
The book is about, hold on to it, keep track of it. You're going to start reading it next week or the week after. You can start reading it now if you want to be super good. Okay.